Hey everybody, Icy here. Uh, and you can hear in the background they have the Senate confirmation hearing for Pete Hegseth for the position of Secretary of Defense. And I'm going to make this as quick as possible. I'm listening to the various Democrats supposedly asking questions, but the majority of them seem to be throwing out accusations or implied accusations against Pete in regards to this issue. The senator from Hawaii, she asks stuff and then she gets told, well, that's not a question. Senator Kristen Gillibrand from my state of New York, she's so focused on LGBTQ rights and women in combat. Well, let's talk about that for a second. I mean, I've seen the results of what happens when women do not follow the rules. Example, in the Navy, before women were placed on combat ships, they were on the supply ships. I've seen supply ships come back from a 6-month cruise, and there would be women on board exiting the ship that were 4 months pregnant. Some of those women were married and their husbands were waiting on the pier. So there's definitely impropriety, infidelity. And let's put it this way. If a woman is 2 months pregnant and she's in a combat unit, if she has to take time off because she cannot fulfill her 100% duties in a combat unit, that degrades the unit. That takes away from their efficiency, which is why a lot of men say women should not be in combat units. Now, I understand that they want equality, but if you're going to be a woman in a combat unit, you should be in a position where you are never, ever going to be pregnant. If you're pregnant, then you are taking away from the unit and the mission overall, which is what happens. So, in that regards, no. I don't mind women in the military, but I don't see them out on an active combat role because of that very one major issue. Now, as for the transgenders in the military, they have no place in the military at all. The only reason why they're in there right now is because it was a social experiment imposed upon the military by the liberal and democratic politicians that are in office, just doing it for votes. I'm sorry, but I can't see, if you're in a foxhole and you're trying to fight for your life, your partner who pretends to be a woman, worried about what nail polish they're going to wear in case they get captured. It doesn't make sense. So no, transgenders, no. You don't deserve to be in the military, period. I don't care if you're gay. You can be gay because that just means you have a sexual preference for someone of the same gender as yourself. That doesn't take away from combat efficiency, so there's no issue there. Now, Blumenthal, Senator Richard Blumenthal, you're going after Pete Hegseth in regards to his financials. Why is it Democrats always try to target foolish things instead of the person's character? How, a guy's financial records from when he took over a company and passed it over to someone else does not speak of their character. Yeah, it speaks about their finances. So what? You're not in a position to complain about finances, Mr. Blumenthal, because the simple fact is that the Department of Defense has not passed an audit in almost a decade, and they can't balance a budget. And where's the money going? So start throwing stones at somebody that's not even in the office yet. That's foolish. I see out.